I like Cannock Park. They've got two slides, one little and one big. I also like that everyone knew everyone else. I don't know whether it was a council estate thing or whether that was just a sign of the times. Oh, and that the kids always called their elders by Mr. or Mrs. Also like the bus station. They had these wonderful concrete shelters that were painted a mucky sort of yellow colour. And alongside the bus station was an outdoor market, which was a place with old wooden benches. Unfortunately, the house I grew up in disappeared under the cold steel plate of the JCBs. The aforementioned bus station was demolished, along with the outdoor market and Ash's hamburger hut. And the replacement was really hideously ugly. It was a huge monolith of a building with no windows and red metal railings. It looked like a prison. Then, of course, there was the redevelopment of the pits and collieries. It might be a little controversial, this, but I think the closing and the redevelopment of the mining sites, at least for Cannock, was a move in the right direction. At least the birds could fly overhead without having to hawk up beakfuls of coal dust. Coal dust in the area was horrendous. It got on everyone's windows, it got up everyone's noses. Redevelopment of where I grew up has appeared to have removed my link to the shore. When I walk along what used to be my street, there are these brand new houses, which are much grander than the one I grew up in. The front garden where we used to play Let's Push Each Other Off the Bridge no longer exists. My back garden that led onto the garages that I spent many hours in, first playing hide and seek when I was little. Then later, when I was old enough to own my own car, the place that I spent many hours stripping seats out, sanding paintwork, priming, painting, changing oil and spark plugs, is now taken up by houses. And yet, it feels like the right place. As I walk along the road, it's become an alien environment, but then there's this invisible line that I cross into where the old streets still exist. It's like stepping out of the wardrobe from Narnia, back into the old familiar bedroom. Robbed of the physical reminders though, all that remains of these magical places, it's like a technicolor canvas of childhood. It's brilliant. I suppose it could just make some people yearn for a past they'll never really get back, and actually probably never really existed.